Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my last video. Today's topic will be intermittent fasting and how to achieve your goals by implementing fasting into your daily routine. Let's talk about what is fasting, what is intermittent fasting. It is breaking down into periods of eating with periods of not eating, aka fasting. You are already doing fasting. Whether you know it or not, you are already doing intermittent fasting. Every single night you go to bed, you finished eating, so you go to bed, you sleep. You're not gonna eat until you wake up in a normal case. So in those hours you are sleeping, you are fasting, and the first meal you're going to consume is going to be your breakfast, which stands for breaking the fast. So what if we're just gonna push out the hours a little bit further, chip a little bit off from dinner time and add a little bit more to breakfast time by extending the periods of fasting. Let's say you sleep 8 hours, so you have maybe a 9-hour gap between your dinner and breakfast. Well, if you extend it to a little longer, make it 14 or 16 hours. It's just a generic, but let's dive into the fasting and what I've tried in the past. So I think intermittent fasting is great because everybody can do it. Everybody's already doing it, so why not just add in a little bit extra time to reap the full benefits of fasting? Fasting has been used for thousands of years in human history for religious reasons, for cleaning purposes, but now it came into the mainstream media and people really started to realize how good it actually is. There are longer fasting periods when you don't eat or you just eat minimal food for weeks or months, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about daily routine, which can be maintained for a lifestyle, which can be maintained for a lifetime. So intermittent fasting, that is why it is called intermittent, because you do it periodically. Intermittent fasting, one of the approaches I really like eating by. And the reason behind it, because it's just so simple. Like most of the diets, you need to think a lot, plan a lot, prep your meals a lot and everything like that. But with intermittent fasting, all you need to think about is just you're not gonna eat. All you need to do is just think about your next food. Because intermittent fasting is, it can be a daily routine. So I'm just saying 2 examples. There is a couple of different approaches. I have done in the past the various diet, which is based on 20 hours fasting a day and 4 hours of eating window a day. So my days were looking like I woke up, I skipped every single meal. All I had throughout the day was water basically. And if I was feeling dizzy or feeling really low on energy, I maybe had a smoothie with natural fruits and things like that. But nothing to chew on, so no solid food. And in the evening when I got home from work around 7 or 8 p.m, so from 8 p.m. till midnight, I think I had an eating window, which means I had a big dinner. I could eat whatever I want because for 20 hours I was fasting. But I did it the wrong way, so I didn't lose weight, which was my purpose with it, because I ate too much. And it's again, as any diet, it's about calorie deficit. Not being too much under your calorie requirements, but not being too high over the calorie requirements, okay? But let's keep it for later. I don't want to confuse you. So back to intermittent fasting. There was one diet I've done for over a year and I didn't enjoy that. I missed lots of social events. I couldn't go out with my friends for lunch because I just didn't eat. So I changed it. I went back to just like normal eating, having breakfast, having lunch, having dinner. And then I got more serious about the gym and bodybuilding and getting in that shape and being strong and everything. So I have had a program and a meal plan from a coach. Well, that meal plan I don't agree with anymore, but I've done it. It was consisted of 5 meals a day, smaller meals, eat often to keep your metabolic system running, which the diet industry has told us very well to do. So now a lot of people having 5, 6, 7, 8 little meals a day and they still feeling hungry. They still not feeling that they gain enough nutrition or they having enough energy. Why is that? because 5-6 meals a day is not working for everyone. It's simply not. There are people who get up and just simply not hungry to eat breakfast. Or there are people who get home in the evening and they just don't want to eat dinner because they're not feeling hungry. And I would say go with that. If your gut tells you that you are not hungry, you don't have to eat. Listen to your body. But if the diet magazines tell you to eat 6 times, you're kind of going to force feed yourself, which takes away all the pleasure from eating. And it's not good. You have to enjoy what you are doing. It's called lean gains. I don't know who was the inventor of it, but it's a little bit less restricted than the warrior's diet was. So it's 16 hours a day of fasting and 8 hours of eating window, which you can fit in 1 meal, 2 meal, 3 meal, any meals you want. But obviously with moderation and good nutritional proportions in the food. So with that, let's say my approach was finish eating at 8 p.m. and then you start eating 12 p.m. the next day. So basically you're just skipping breakfast, you have an earlier dinner, and then you're gonna eat after that. So let's stick with this approach. So when I do this, it's really effortless because you 8 p.m. you finish your dinner, you kind of full by the time you go to bed, you're still digesting the food so you don't starve. And when you wake up in the morning, you still only have like 3-4 hours left just to go without food. And why is this so good? Because it's so simple. And what it does, it helps you cut the weight, it helps you cut the calories, it helps you a lot with being more mindful about what you're eating, what are your eating patterns. And also, apart from just helping you with the losing weight, it does help you a lot with clearing your skin, detoxifying your system, helping your digestive system to rest, because it needs to rest. Like when you're eating 6-7 meals a day, it's constantly working, digesting the food, and it doesn't have a single minute to rest. So when you're doing the fasting, all you do is water. It doesn't need to be digested, so it just goes through you, so your digestive system, your body can rest and recover. And this is really important. And I found this, it helps also with sleep, speed up your metabolism, feeling better, you're feeling more energetic because you don't have the food to pull you down, and it's just incredible. But again, it's not working for everybody. Not everybody is able to fast, especially if you've been conditioned from birth that you have to have breakfast, have to have lunch, have to have dinner at these certain times. Like if I go back to my grandma, she wakes up 7 a.m. breakfast time, no later, no earlier, breakfast time. 12 p.m. lunchtime, you gotta eat lunch. You have to eat lunch, otherwise you're gonna get sick and this and that. Like this is her belief, and I'm not intended to change it. Let her be. But for my body, for my clients, and for me, intermittent fasting has been a really, really good tactic to lose unwanted fat and to just have a new kind of lifestyle to live by. Make it yours, tailor it to your own needs. By how? If you need to fast longer hours because you're just starting out and you've never done it before, start with 10 hours or 12 or see how much you can do. And then just extend it. Maybe 16 hours is not the best for you. Maybe you work the best with 18 hours. I urge you to test it out for yourself because there is no one-size-fits-all approach. You gotta figure out how your body works and what's the best for you. So just start. And again, you don't have to necessarily skip the breakfast. If you love breakfast, eat it, but skip the dinner or skip the lunch. You can fit the 16-hour, 14, 12-hour into your day at any given time. It's just the easiest to fit it through your sleeping period, which normally, optimally, should be 8 hours. So your fast, basically, your conscious fast is only 8 hours. That's about it. And what else does it help with? Yeah, it's just a great approach. And the reason behind, because it doesn't give you meal plans, it doesn't give you that you have to eat this and you have to eat that. The thing that I don't like in the fitness industry today is that it's really one-sided. They want to put one approach into people, like, oh, you lose weight, you just need to eat less, you just need to eat rice and broccoli and chicken all day, and that's bullshit. I don't even like meat. I don't like rice much. Why would I eat that? When I had the diet, probably that's why I don't like it, because I was kind of forced in my meal plan to eat 500 grams of chicken a day and like 3 big handful of rice with every single meal for 3 months. That was too much. That's when I gave up chicken, gave up meat altogether, because my body got bored of it. So that is why, again, intermittent fasting is a much better approach, because you don't have any food to cut out. You can eat anything. If you want to eat ice cream, you eat that. If you want to eat pizza, you eat that. If you want to eat burger, you eat that. But you just balance it out. You're being conscious about what you're eating, how much you're consuming, and just making it work. So one day you had that pizza with your friends because you went out, you had a beer or a cocktail with it, whatever you had it. That's okay. Don't feel guilty about it. Move on. Fix it the next day with nice, green, colorful meals, high in protein, high in nutritional vitamins, high in everything. So just make colorful plate, and that's it. And again, the best diet advice I've heard in 7 words is: eat food, not so much, mostly plants, and that's about it. Eat food, eat real food, eat unprocessed food that hasn't been gone through processing. And so just an example, an apple, you pick it off the tree, then you have an apple, good. But an apple pie is gonna be made, apple, cut it, chop it, sugar it, do this, do that, add million extra ingredients, and then the final product's gonna be something completely unnatural and something that your body doesn't recognize as easily as an apple would do. Because an apple, it's around for thousands of years, unprocessed, healthy and natural. Eat that. Mostly plants, yes, because plants help you thrive. Plants has extra nutrition, beautiful amount and diversity of bacteria, of vitamins, and of micronutrients and macronutrients which your body does need. The more color you can fit into your plate, the better it is. The more diversity of vegetables you are able to eat, the better it is. Limit the consumption of red meat, limit the consumption of meat altogether if you can, or just make sure you're buying it from reliable sources and buy good quality if you need meat in your life. Also, what was the other thing? Eat food, mostly plants. Oh yeah, not so much. So it's again calorie deficit. If you want to lose weight, you have to eat less than you burn throughout the day. If you want to gain muscle or get bigger, get stronger, you have to eat more than you consume throughout the day. But if you eat very, very little, below your maintenance calories which your body needs, just to sustain a living, just to pump your heartbeat, just to get your lungs with air, just to run your blood around, your body needs energy for that. Energy is calories, so your body does burn calories. And if you go below that, let's say 1200, just a basic sedentary woman who doesn't really do much exercising and just go from work sitting back home and just chilling, that woman burns at least 1200 calories a day just by existing. So if you were to lay in a bed like this all day, you will still burn that calories just to stay alive. So if you go below that, you, my love, gonna get sick or gonna get some serious troubles because your body is not gonna be able to maintain itself. So if your maintenance calorie is about 2000 and you want to drop a little weight, I would suggest to don't cut off more than 500 calories. Or in the first 2 weeks, cut out 300 and then gradually lower it, so you're not going to be starving from one day to another. And you're not going to mess up your body and your system and your health, because your health has to come as a priority. So take it gradually, give it a time, and be patient with yourself. And another important thing, just be consistent. Listen to your body, see what it can do for you, and just experiment. Be curious, open your mind, and try intermittent fasting. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let me know if you have any questions below. I'm happy to answer them or make another video if you need to. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.